1949, Oldsmobile 88. The GTO may be considered the first official muscle car, but the combination of a relatively small, lightweight body and a large, powerful engine made the 1949 Oldsmobile 88 widely regarded as the original muscle car. In 1949, the company took a full-size car and fitted it with a 303 cubic-inch rocket V8 engine that produced 135 horsepower and 253 pound-feet of torque. With a top speed of 97 miles per hour, it may not be impressive by today's standards, but its history is closely tied to racing success. It claimed 6 victories in 9 NASCAR late-model races in 1949, and many more in the following 2 years before being overshadowed by the lower and more powerful Hudson Hornet. Yet it remained the first true king of NASCAR. 1958 Chrysler 300D. Chrysler attracted a lot of attention in the 1950s with its 300 series. The 300D was essentially a street-legal NASCAR racer that the average consumer could buy. With an extremely rare Bendix electrojector fuel injection system and a 392 cubic-inch Hemi V8 engine rated at 390 horsepower, the car set a speed record of 156 miles per hour at the Bonneville Salt Flats. However, the early fuel injection system had issues, prompting a recall and replacement with dual 4-barrel carburetors producing 380 horsepower. This also marked the final year of Chrysler's first-generation Hemi engine. 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. Horsepower wasn't the Charger Daytona's only weapon. With a wind tunnel-tested aerodynamic design, including a massive rear wing and pointed metal nose replacing the traditional vertical grille, the car stood out. Combining this with a 426 cubic-inch V8 producing 425 horsepower allowed the car to reach a record-breaking 200 miles per hour in NASCAR, helping it win 2 races in 1969 and 4 more in 1970, before being succeeded by the 1970 Plymouth Superbird. 1970 Plymouth Superbird. The Superbird, a short-lived but iconic Plymouth creation, followed in the footsteps of the Daytona to dominate the USAC and ARCA racing circuits. Based on the Roadrunner, it featured unique graphics and a famous horn sound. With significant aerodynamic improvements and the powerful 426 Hemi V8 producing 425 horsepower, the Superbird could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.5 seconds and reach a top speed of 185 miles per hour. It earned 8 NASCAR victories in 1970, before rule changes effectively banned aero cars from Dodge, Ford, Mercury, and Plymouth at the end of the season. 1989 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. By the mid-1970s, muscle cars gave way to more economical cars like the Pinto, and V8 engines saw drastic drops in power, some as low as 120 horsepower from a 5.0-liter displacement. But by the mid-80s, the muscle car began to make a comeback. One of the fastest American cars of the decade was the 1989 Firebird Trans Am, powered by a turbocharged 3.8-liter V6 rated at 250 horsepower, though real output was closer to 300 horsepower. Paired with an automatic transmission, the 89 Trans Am could hit 153 miles per hour, outpacing even the Buick Grand National that shared its engine. 1993 Pontiac Firebird SLP Firehawk. Pontiac made a big splash entering the new millennium, producing the fastest muscle car of both the 1980s and 1990s. The 1993 Firebird SLP Firehawk was that car. While the base model came with a weak V6, the V8 option turned it into a true street beast. The SLP Firehawk was essentially a premium option on top of another option, making it expensive and rare. With a suggested retail price of $51,989, it was priced more like a European import or rare collectible, which hurt sales. Still, it claimed the title of the fastest muscle car of the 90s, and that's what truly matters. 2006 Pontiac GTO. Visually, The 2004 to 2006 GTO was mocked for being a shadow of the legendary '66 GTO, lacking the aggressive presence that made the original so iconic. But under the hood was pure muscle. With a 6.0-liter V8 delivering 400 horsepower to the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual or automatic, the car had serious performance. While factory specs electronically limited the top speed to 160 miles per hour, removing those restrictions let the GTO hit 190 miles per hour. 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. Chrysler once again broke the 200-mile-per-hour barrier with the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, a shining example of the modern muscle car revival. Its supercharged 6.2-liter V8 made 808 horsepower on pump gas and 840 horsepower on 100-octane fuel. Though its computer-limited top speed was 168 miles per hour due to drag strip tires, with better tires and the limiter removed, owners pushed it past 210 miles per hour. Dodge's focus was quarter-mile dominance, but the Demon had raw speed potential too. 2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye Widebody. With a maximum output of 807 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque, the 2023 Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye Widebody reached a top speed of 203 miles per hour, making it the fastest production muscle car of the decade so far. As part of Dodge's Last Call series, this limited edition paid tribute to muscle cars of the past with modern tech. The special Black Ghost edition, with only 300 units made, came with a full black front, SRT badges, dual-scoop hood, 305 Sidewinder tires on 20-inch wheels, and flared fenders for a wider body. It even featured a unique vinyl-style roof graphic exclusive to limited edition Challengers.